are premium bonds? How much will I make? Are there any negative drawbacks? Is it better than investing my money into the stock market? Let's get onto all of that and more in this video. Premium bonds are offered by the UK government's National Savings and Investment Agency. So essentially, they are a government-based saving product. They allow you to invest between £25 and £50,000 to buy bonds, and then each bond is entered into a monthly prize draw to win tax-free cash prizes. The prize draw happens at the beginning of every single month, and you can win prizes between £25 all the way up to the massive prize of £1 million. But of course, you could also go many months winning absolutely nothing. So what happens if you don't win? Do you lose your money? Well, we'll go over that in just a second. The chance of winning one of their cash prizes is pretty low. The odds sit at about 1 in 24,000 for every £1 invested. So of course, the more money that you put in and the more bonds you accumulate, the higher the chance you have of winning. I guess it's a little bit like a lottery in a way. The more lottery tickets you buy before the draw, the higher the chance you have of winning. Except, unlike with the lottery, any money that you put into premium bonds, you don't lose, even if you don't win. It just gets carried over to the next draw. Winners are generated by a random number generator. I think it's called ns&i, and you can really easily check whether you've won just by logging your number online. It's quite straightforward. I guess it's good to know how you actually go about buying yourself some premium bonds. Well, it's pretty straightforward as well. You can buy them online, you can buy them over the phone, you can even buy them by post. And I'll leave a link to the website in the description below if you're interested in checking this out. Oh, and if you've already purchased some premium bonds, you are able to actually set up a standing order if you want to accumulate even more. Okay, so let's talk about some good points with premium bonds, and then we'll get on to some of the not so favourable points. With premium bonds, your money is 100% backed by the UK government. So you've got some security there. You're able to withdraw 100% of your money in premium bonds at any given time. And of course, any winnings that you may have accumulated as well. It could be a great option for those people that are looking to save some money, but also like the added bonus of being entered to win tax-free prizes. I've mentioned tax-free already a couple of times in this video, and it's a real benefit to the premium bond system. All prizes are tax-free, regardless of the amount, even the £1 million prize, which is actually quite different to coming into money in other circumstances, winning money, or even investing money outside of an ISA. I guess a point here to add though is that this will depend on your personal saving allowance as well. Also, quite a unique benefit with premium bonds is that it makes for a really interesting gift to someone that is under the age of 16. Instead of giving a relative some money at Christmas or on their birthday or whatever the situation, you could actually gift them with some premium bonds, and who knows, they may even have a chance of winning, but if they don't win, they've still got the money there that you put in. As of January 2023, so the month that I'm filming this in right now, the interest rate on premium bonds actually went up from 2.2% to 3%. But remember, you're not getting this 3% added to your personal money. Instead, it is going to fund the prize draw. I guess the 3% is kind of like saying on average, you can expect a 3% return on your money. But it's important to note that in reality, this is not guaranteed at all, and you could not win anything at all. One thing that you could do is you could compare premium bonds to easy access saving accounts. Don't compare them to the fixed accounts, just the easy access ones, as they're more comparable by nature. And there are easy access saving accounts out there that are offering pretty much 3%, maybe just under 3%. But of course, if you're putting it into a saving account, that interest rate is kind of guaranteed to you. Whereas if you're putting it in premium bonds, it's not really guaranteed. You could win a lot of money, you could win zero and be left with the same amount you put in. So it's kind of a decision you've got to personally make. With the interest rate changing to 3%, this has shifted the number of prizes available. I'll put up a table now, but what you'll see is that, for example, in December 2022, there were 18 prizes worth £100,000. Now, estimated in January 2023, there are 56 £100,000 giveaways. We all know how much we love talking about reinvesting on this channel, and normally we do it in the context of dividend investing, but with premium bonds, you can actually decide to kind of reinvest any winnings that you have to purchase yourself some more bonds, Or of course, you don't have to do that and you can just take the cash into your account. Right, with all that said, let's talk about what might not be so good. The first thing is it's not a steady guaranteed income. You can't assume that you're going to get a payout every single month with this. And that leads on to number 2, which is you might just not win anything. You could put the entire £50,000 in and you could have this for 30 years and you could experience not winning a single thing during that time. This is an important one, and that is you're not protected from inflation. I mean, nor are you really at a bank in a savings account. But even though you don't lose money if you don't win anything, you kind of are losing money in a way, just because over time inflation will decrease the value of your money in premium bonds. So now let's just get on to some common questions that I think people might have about these. The first one is, should I use premium bonds as an emergency fund? And my answer is yes, you can kind of use it as an emergency fund in the same way that you would a normal bank account. But someone recently told me in a live stream that I did that it actually can take up to like 3 days to withdraw the money in some circumstances. So I guess you shouldn't rely on it as a true emergency fund if you know that you may know that you need that money instantly. In that case, maybe a bank account would be better, or of course you could perhaps split your money, put some into premium bonds, some into a bank account. Are premium bonds better than savings accounts? Well, it really depends, but it could be. This 3% interest that premium bonds talks about is quite competitive really compared to a lot of saving accounts out there. But of course, you've got no guarantee of winning. There are easy access saving accounts out there that are either sitting at 3% or very, very close, like 2.9, 2.8. And although some of them may be just under that 3%, you've got to remember that that is guaranteed. It is a bit of a tough one because if you put in the full £50,000 into premium bonds, then maybe you'll get close to the 3%. But there are also saving accounts out there that are either just lower or are hitting this amount, and it's guaranteed. But with a normal saving account, of course, you don't get the opportunity to win £1 million or any of the prizes that I showed you earlier. Is this better than investing into the stock market? Well, it probably will be better for you if you do end up winning £1 million or one of the other high cash prizes. But if we assume that you're not going to get really lucky and you're probably not going to win one of those high prizes, you've got to think that the S&P 500, for example, returns on average 10% a year. Maybe you can call that 8% with inflation, whatever it may be. It's still a lot higher than that 3% that we looked at. If you've got anything else that you want to share about premium bonds, or you want to share your own experience, have you won any money? How long have you been putting money into premium bonds? Then leave it in the comments below because it may help someone else that reads the comments. But if nothing else, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.